Greetings. For many internetpreneurs, the thrill of closing a deal or delivering a stellar project can quickly give way to a familiar sense of dread, the follow up on a late invoice. This isn't just about money, it's about messed up already. It's about the pervasive stress, the simmering resentment, and the unsettling financial uncertainty that arises when payments extend past their due dates. This pain point is a silent yet powerful antagonist in the entrepreneurial journey, impacting not only the bottom line, but also mental well being. The stark reality of payment stress, a deeper dive into the emotional and financial toll. Chasing down overdue payments is rarely a comfortable experience. It often feels inherently awkward and can quickly devolve into confrontation. We find ourselves walking a tightrope, constantly worrying about inadvertently damaging valuable client relationships, or perhaps even worse, appearing desperate for the money we've rightfully earned. This internal struggle creates a significant emotional burden. Meanwhile, the practical implications are undeniable. Delayed payments directly impact an internetpreneur's crucial cash flow, which is the lifeblood of any business. This, in turn, can trigger deeply rooted fears about financial stability, particularly for those who are self employed or running smaller operations. The constant worry about meeting personal and business expenses or the inability to invest in growth opportunities makes the act of chasing payments an emotionally charged and often exhausting ordeal. It's a dance between professional courtesy and the urgent need to keep the business afloat. The mindful solution: cultivating professional detachment and implementing calming routines. The mindful approach to this common entrepreneurial challenge isn't about ignoring the problem, but rather about handling invoicing with a blend of professional detachment and robust, clear systems. This transformative mindset involves several key elements. First, setting clear payment terms up front. Proactive communication is paramount. From the outset of any project or engagement, clearly defined payment terms should be established and agreed upon by both parties. This includes payment due dates, accepted payment methods, and any penalties for late payments. This foundational step removes ambiguity and sets expectations from the very beginning. Two, proactive and polite communication about delays. When delays do occur, the mindful solution advocates for proactive and polite communication. This means initiating contact before a payment becomes significantly overdue and maintaining a tone that is professional, firm, yet respectful. The goal is to secure payment while preserving the client relationship. And third, integrating calming routines to manage anxiety. Recognizing the emotional toll of payment delays, a mindful solution also incorporates personal calming routines. These are essential tools for managing the inherent anxiety and stress that can arise during the waiting period. They allow internetpreneurs to process their emotions in a healthy way, preventing resentment from building up and impacting their overall well being. And you can do so with these mindful practical steps. Mindful practical step one: harnessing automation for efficiency and emotional release. One of the most effective ways to introduce mindfulness into the payment process is through automation. This isn't just about efficiency, it's about removing the emotional labor associated with personally chasing each payment. And you can do so by, firstly, leveraging accounting software. Invest in and effectively utilize accounting software that allows for automated invoicing, As soon as a project is completed or a service is rendered, the invoice should be generated and sent immediately. This ensures consistency and reduces the chance of human error or delay. And secondly, you can automate polite reminders. Configure your accounting software to automatically send polite reminders at predetermined intervals. Common intervals include 7, 14, and 30 days past the original due date. These automated messages serve as a gentle nudge, often sufficient to prompt payment without requiring personal intervention or the emotional burden of drafting individual follow up emails. This systemic approach maintains professionalism and keeps the payment process moving forward without constant personal effort, which leads to mindful practical step 2, the power of a payment follow up script and a calming ritual. Even with automation, there will be instances where a payment becomes significantly overdue, necessitating a more direct approach. In these situations, mindfulness dictates a structured and emotionally intelligent response. Develop a brief professional email script is the first thing to do. Have a pre-written payment follow-up script ready to deploy. This script should be concise, professional, and to the point, avoiding any accusatory language. And secondly, implement a calming routine. Critically, immediately after sending the email script, engage in a calming ritual. This is where true mindfulness comes into play. It could be taking a short walk, practicing deep breathing exercises, listening to calming music, or engaging in a brief meditation session. The purpose of this ritual is to consciously release the anxiety, frustration, or fear that may arise from the act of sending the follow up. This prevents these negative emotions from festering and impacting your overall well being and productivity, which leads to embracing professional detachment in finances, a paradigm shift. Now, at its core, embracing professional detachment in financial matters is about a fundamental shift in perspective. It means viewing an invoice not as a personal plea or a favor, but as a simple, objective statement of fact. You, as the Internetpreneur, provided a valuable service or product, and payment is the agreed upon contractual exchange for that value. This mindset empowers you to handle follow ups and payment negotiations with calm confidence, devoid of emotional baggage. It preserves not only your important client relationships by maintaining a professional demeanor, but perhaps more importantly, safeguards your own peace of mind. By separating the financial transaction from personal identity and emotional investment, you create a healthier boundary and reduce the likelihood of stress and resentment. So, in closing, building a financial for messed up. Let me start over. Building a foundation for financial peace. The journey of an internetpreneur is often filled with challenges, and managing late payments is undoubtedly one of them. However, by adopting a mindful approach, you can transform this potential source of stress into an opportunity for growth and strategic refinement. Consider this: what mindful system can you concretely put in place starting today to handle late payments with significantly less stress and more efficiency? Perhaps it's implementing new accounting software, refining your communication scripts, or committing to a post follow up calming ritual. For those eager to cultivate a deeper financial peace of mind and navigate the entrepreneurial landscape with greater calm and clarity, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to the Mindful Internetpreneur. We're dedicated to providing practical strategies for a more balanced and successful business life. Thank you for watching and for committing to a more mindful approach to your finances. Stay mindful